Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. Throw right side complete to Carter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Peterson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Peterson running right. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. It's Peterson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
first down, it's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field, downfield. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Davis running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 36, Newton, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Newton now to throw. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear. And that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver. And it sets up a 1st and goal.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here's Harvin.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
And now out comes Minnesota. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Peterson again.
And down he'll go at the 25. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And it's incomplete.
And you've got to be careful here. You've got to ride the line of aggressiveness and caution because you want to go down and win the game. But you throw too many incompletions here, you give the other guys a chance to win it too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson, and he'll be out right at the 35.
I think the best offenses love to space because they have the ability to make people miss. and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, it's Cunningham. And his throw here is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Cunningham. Finding Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Cunningham looking to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They give it to Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run again with Peterson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Peterson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room to operate. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.